Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Assalatu wassalam ala Rasulihil Kareem, Amma Ba'd, Fa'auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair wa bika nasta'inu ya fattahu ya fattahu ya fattahu. Assalamu alaikum. Today, inshallah, we are going to learn flexibility of an ism, which is lesson 5. And in previous lessons, we learned 3 forms of status, how to tell status of an ism, and light versus heavy ism. So today we are focusing on the fourth important four important study that we need to learn about the status of an ism, and which is flexibility of an ism. Flexibility of an ism means its ability to change into different forms and shapes. An ism is considered flexible if its apparent form or shape changes every time it plays a different role. If it is rafa, it has a different form. If in the nasab status, it takes a different form, and in jar, again, takes a different form. And according to the flexibility, there are 3 types of ism. So ism are categorized into 3 forms according to flexibility. One form is those ism that are fully flexible. They are called mu'arrab isma. And then we have non-flexible ism, which are fixed. They don't change their apparent shape, though they take different status, but they don't change their apparent shape, and they are called ghair mu'arrab isma. And partly flexible ism are ghair munsarif ism. Like partly flexible ism, they change their apparent form in some status, but in other status they don't change their form. So let's learn one by one. Let's learn all these 3 types one by one. First is fully flexible ism. So most isms are fully flexible. And what are they? Like they can visibly show all 3 statuses, like rafa, nasab, jar. We can distinguish just by looking at the ending sound or ending combination that they are rafa or nasab or jar. One important thing that they can show on the last letter, they can take both dhamma or dhammatan, fatha or fathatan, kasra or kasratan. So their ending sound will be both u or un, a or an, e or in. And most ism that we see are fully flexible, like qalamun. And in, for example, qalamun, you will see qalamun, qalaman, qalamin, all 3 status. And baitun, baitan, baitin, qamis, qamisun, qamisan, qamisan. Same way, names, proper names, like Khalidun. And one important thing that these isms can be heavy or both or light both, because they can take tanween at the end. If they are carrying tanween or extra noon sound, they will be heavy. Or if they are showing only a single harka on the last letter, then they are light. Okay, now we are on this page, non-flexible ism. Non-flexible ism or fixed ism look the same in all 3 status, though in different sentences they take they play different roles. In one sentence they might be playing like in one sentence they the same ism can be a doer. In other sentence It might be the object or the detail of the sentence, right? So they take different role, but apparently they look the same everywhere. So, and examples of these kind of non-flexible words are pointing words, which are called isme ishara, like they point to something. Words like this, that, in singular form, this and that, and plural pointing words like haulai or ulaika, these or those. And then the second type of words that are fixed or non-flexible, they are words, these are words ending in short alif. Alif maksura or long alif, alif mamduda. Short alif is alif maksura, a long alif is alif mamduda. So the words ending in either alif maksura or alif mamduda. Words like dunya. Dunya has long alif. And asa, again, long alif. Al-mustashfa, short alif. Ya with a fatah over here. So ending in ya, with a fatah over here. This is called ism maksura. So al-mustashfa, Musa, Bushra, like Kubra. So these words are non-flexible. You never see like Dhamma on Aleph, Dunyavu, or like always we always whenever we see word Musa in Quran, Musa alayhi salam, in the name of Musa alayhi salam, we always see Musa, never with Dhamma or Kasra at the end. And third example is pronouns. They are a kind of fixed. Like if they are detached, there are two types of pronoun, attached and detached. If they are detached, they are always rafa and they look the same, always. The same way attached, if they are attached and they are showing one status, like if they are doer, then their apparent form will be the same. And if they are the detail, or if they are in jar status, then they also look the same, like attached pronoun. Okay, so and then connector words or asmaul mausul. And connector words, these are called connector words because usually in a long sentence, these words connect two phrases. So that's why they are called connector words or asmaul mausul. Wasala means to connect. So asmaul mausula. And examples of these words are in singular form, allazi and allati, and in plural form, allazina or allati. Allazi is masculine, allati is feminine, and allazina is masculine again, and allati is feminine. And only singular and plural form of these connector words are non-flexible. The same way, the singular and plural form of pointing words are non-flexible. Okay, just pay attention. Singular and plural form of pointing words and singular and plural form of connector words. They are non-flexible. We are not talking about dual forms of these two. Inshallah, you will learn later. Okay. And then partly flexible ism, the third form. So we learned fully flexible, and then we learn non-flexible, And then we are learning partly flexible, which is third type. Partly flexibilism can show some status, like they can show rafa and nasab, but not the jar. So they have some restrictions. These ism can take some types of Arab, like single fatha and single dhamma. They can carry single fatha and single dhamma, but cannot carry kasra or any tanween, like un, an, in. Okay. So these words can never take tanween or kasra. Two restrictions. So why? Because they cannot visibly show. They cannot take kasra, so they cannot show jar status. Because they cannot carry kasra on the last letter, either kasra or kasratan, then they cannot show jar status, and they show jar status is denoted by fatha, same fatha. Like so, fatha is there. If fatha is there, it may be a nasab status or jar status. Okay, and the second restriction is because they cannot take the tanween or double sound, so they will never be heavy. Partly flexibilism are never heavy. Okay, they are always light. Got it? Okay, now we learned the definition. What are partly flexibilism? Like they can take oo or a sound, but not kasra, e sound. Okay, and they can never take un, an, in sound, right? So let's go to the next one and see what are different types of partly flexibilism. So these are rules that tell us that what different types of words that are partly flexible. First, these are rules. Like so, first is name of places. Name of places are partly flexible. Like any city or any country or any county or small town, name of all places, they are partly flexible. Like Londonu, Makkatu, Yabanu is Japan, or Pakistanu. So name of all places, you don't see tanween at the end. Londonu, not Londonun. And three forms of London word London would be Londonu, Londana, and the third form again Londana. Okay, the jar status again Londana with fatha. Same goes with Makkah, Makkatu, Makkata, Makkata. The Rafa form is Makkatu with Dhamma. Nasa form is with Fatha, Makkata. And Jar form is again with Fatha, Makkata. Second category, which is partly flexible, are non-Arab names. All non-Arab names are partly flexible. Examples are Ibrahimu, Ismailu, Yusufu, Fir'auna. One might be wondering why they are non-Arabic, because we see all these names in Quran. Actually, these words came from ancient languages like Hebrew and other languages from archaic period or Assyrian civilization. So by that time, like if we are talking about Ibrahim alayhi salam and Ismail alayhi salam, the timeline is about approximately 4,000 years back. 4,000 years back, the Arabic was not developed yet as a language. So these are pre-Arabic or non-Arabic names. Okay. So then All female names are also partly flexible because they don't take tanween at the end. All female names are with single dhamma at the end, or they can take fatha, no kasra. Maryamu, Maryama, Maryama. Same way, Aminatu, Aminata, Aminata. So all these are partly flexible. Zainabu, Fatimatu. Okay, when we are saying that female names are partly flexible, it means male Arabic names are fully flexible, right? But male Arabic names with round ta, if they have a round ta at the end, they are also partly flexible. Okay, so male names, those male names that end with round ta, ta marbuta, they are partly flexible. They take dhamma, fatha, and they and nothing else, like no tanween or kasra. Again, exception to the rule of male names, like usually male Arab male names are flexible, but male names on the pattern of fu'alanu, if they have a pattern like this or they sound like fu'alanu, then they are partly flexible, like Usmanu, Nu'manu, Ramzanu, Marwanu. So all these names are partly flexible. They don't take tanween and they don't take kasra. And another category is words on the pattern of af'alu, or they sound like af'alu, like a'zamu, ahsanu, akbaru, like those words. And this af'alu pattern is also goes with body defects, like body defects on the pattern of or sound like abkamu, awaju. And names of colors on the pattern of or sound like afalu, again ahmaru, aswadu, abyadu. Same pattern, ahmaru, afalu, ahmaru, aswadu, abyadu. And there is a pattern again about colors, like hamrau, safrau, same the separate pattern, but they are also partly flexible. Hamrau, safrau, baidau. So these are also partly flexible. So these are some rules that tell us the type of words that are partly flexible. There are some more partly flexible words, but inshallah we are going to learn in detail later. At the moment, just remember all these types of partly flexible words. Okay. In Arabic, usually in grammar, there are rules, and most of the time we learn the rule, but there are sometimes exception to the rule. When we see a rule, sometimes there are exceptions to the rule. So we just learned on the previous slide that names of places are partly flexible. But there is an exception to this rule. What is that exception? Exception is that if the name of a place is spelled with 3 letters, like the name of the place is a 3-letter word, then it's fully flexible, which is adnun, like examples are adnun, adnun. So it will take all 3 forms because this is exception. Adnun, adnan, adnin, or Hindun. So names like 3-letter words, and though they are names of the places, but they are they are exception. The second rule that shows that has exception is non-Arab names. Like we learned that non-Arab names are partly flexible. But exception to this rule is that if these names, non-Arab names, are three-letter word with a sukoon in the middle, then uh, these names are fully flexible. Like Nuhun, Lutun, Shisun. So Nuhun, you will see Nuhun in all three forms. Nuhun, Nuhan, Nuhin. The same way, Lutun, Lutan, Lutin. So all three forms. And then comes like another rule, and the exception is that though all Arab male names are fully flexible, okay? Arab male names are fully flexible, like Bilalun, Shu'aibun, Salihun, Hudun. So all Arab names are fully flexible. They take tanween, but the names with the round ta at the end, they are partly flexible. Partly flexible. They don't take tanween at the end, and they sound like Hamzatu, Talhatu. Okay, so these are some exceptions to the rule. Okay, this is just a simple tip, like how to identify partly flexibilism. Like when we are reading, we are studying Quran, and we come just to identify which one is fully flexible, which one is partly flexible, and which one is not. So you see, you ask question, does it end in an alif? We already learned if it's a long alif or it's a short alif, like alif maqsura or alif mamduda, dunya, asa, Musa. So if the word is like that, then it's a non-flexible. The other common thing that we see, if the name of a person or place in the Quran, then if if it is a name of a person or a place, then usually it's partially flexible. Partially flexible. But again, exceptions are exception to the names are Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so 4 prophets are mentioned in the Quran that are Arab. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Saleh alayhi salam, Hud alayhi salam, and Shoaib alayhi salam. So they are these names are fully flexible. And again, we just learned that Lut alayhi salam and Nuh alayhi salam, because these are 3-letter words and they have sukoon in between, so they are fully flexible. So these are exceptions. The prophet's name, which are fully flexible. Otherwise, all other names and places partly flexible. Okay, so this is some simple tip to identify partly flexibilism. Okay, so this is the exercise, and we need to identify and differentiate fully flexible, non-flexible, and partly flexible. So Muslimun, as we can see the ending un sound, tanween. So it is, let me write here. So this is fully flexible, right? And haza is a pointing word, right? Haza is pointing word and it's a singular. So this is non-flexible. Mu'minuna. So mu'minuna, is it, this is Rafa status, right? Muslimun is Rafa status. What is nasab? Musliman. And then jar is Muslimin. So all 3 status, different form. Haza remains the same everywhere. So it's non-flexible. Mu'minuna becomes mu'minina, 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 right? So it's a flexible. And it has heavy and light form too. Like mu'minuna, if we remove the extra noon, then becomes mu'minu. It's a rafa, and it takes the lighter form and the heavy form both. So it's a fully flexible. Then muslimatun. Muslimatun is so this one is jar or nasab status, right? And what is the rafa status? Muslimatun, right? Muslimatun, muslimatin, muslimatin. So this is taking tanween again, and it has heavy and light form, both fully flexible. Belalun, belalun, belalan, belalin, fully flexible, right? Asa. Oh, we can apply the tip also here. Like Muslimun, no, not ending in alif. Haza, ending in alif. If it's ending in alif, non-flexible. Asa, ending in alif, non-flexible. Maryamu. It's a name that come in the Quran, and it's a female name, so partly flexible. Okay. And we are going to write reasons also. Let me write here. Yes. Reason, what's the reason? Haza is a singular pointing word. Singular pointing word, right? For fully flexible, we don't need to write reason. But if it is non-flexible or partly flexible, then we need to write reason. Okay. So asa is ending in long alif. Ends in long alif, right? Partly flexible, why? Because female name. Female name are partly flexible. Okay. Zalika is that. So zalika means that. That is a pointing word, right? That is a pointing, singular pointing word. So this is non-flexible, and the reason is singular pointing word. Okay. And then bushra. Bushra is what? Ending in is short alif, right? So short alif, non-flexible. And ends in short alif. Huwa is a detached pronoun, is a pronoun. Okay, huwa means he. So non-flexible, and it's a pronoun. Then huma again, them, but huma means you are saying them, but two person. Okay, so two person, but it's a pronoun. Pronoun, non-flexible. Pronoun is the reason. Detached pronoun. Okay, and then Ibrahimu, non-Arab name, right? So partly flexible, non-Arab name. Dunya, ending in alif. Ending in alif means non-flexible. Again, you are going to write ends in long alif. Fatimatu, again, partly flexible and female name, right? Partly flexible, female name. Rasulun, at the end you are seeing tanween. So if you are seeing tanween, most like it's not partly flexible, and you see every in the Quran you see all three forms: Rasulun, Rasulan, Rasulin. So this is fully flexible, and we don't need to write for fully flexible. We don't need to write reason for fully flexible. Yusufa. So this is non-Arab name, right? So it is partly flexible and non-Arab name is the reason. Okay. So this part of the exercise I did for you, and the next page. Oh, I have to remove the annotation, and then let's go to the next page. Yeah, hold on. I have to erase all these. Okay, so this page you are going to do yourself, inshallah. And we are going to discuss this page in the interactive session. So try to do it on your own, inshallah. So inshallah, we'll see next time. You can take, for this this type of work, you can take the screenshot and then try to do it on your own, inshallah. Okay. So let's end this session by praying again dua. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma. Allahumma faqihna fid din. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.